Hello everybody, Anthony. So this is the episode 2 of my English vlog. And today's topic is very sweet for me actually because we are going to talk about the monthly spendings on groceries, about average salary in Kazakhstan, the median salary in Kazakhstan, and how much you should earn to be in the top 3% top earners top 3% earners in Kazakhstan. So stay tuned and let's get started. I think since 2021, so there were so many English speaking YouTubers coming from Asia and Europe, like States and Australia and all like different location all over the world. And they are very impressed in a positive way how good Kazakhstan actually is. So of course they come to the two main cities, Astana and Almaty, so the capital and ex-capital. And I would say these two cities are like the showroom of Kazakhstan, and they do not describe the real life which we live in the different part of the country. And what they usually highlight is the price for the service. I mean, how cheap and affordable and tasty the food is, and how good the sightseeings, all this nature around Almaty, and also I think how clean the cities are. But today we're talking about the money, so we are not going to talk about the clean streets and how gorgeous and good the nature is. We'll talk precisely on the spendings, on the incomes, and when you are not the tourist but the average citizen of the country living in here. So you probably know, and the National Bureau of Statistics also claims that the average Kazakhstan family spends from 45 to 55 of their household income in order to buy groceries and food. And as far as I know, like the benchmark for developed countries, or I mean, not the benchmark for developed countries, but the benchmark says if the family spends more than 50% on the food, so they get in the category as the low income family or poor family. So in general, we can say that the average Kazakhstan family is low income and poor, which is not true for sure because there are like different categories of spendings that are much cheaper in here than in other countries or well developed countries. But in general, I don't like that we spend so much money on the groceries and the percentage of the spendings is so high because normally it's supposed to be from 10 to 15%. And maybe you can type me in the comments below where are you from and what is your percentage for the groceries or maybe for the dining out comparing to the salary that you have. So we'll get the best country in this proportion. Yeah, as we discussed, so the average family spends almost half of its income on the food. So how much do they really earn? And again, according to the statistics, the average salary in Kazakhstan is around 7 to 800 US dollars before tax. And this is not the median salary, because the median salary is, I would say, $150 less than the average. And to be in the top 3 earners, you should get 3,500 US dollars before tax. When you hear these numbers, like 3,500 to be the top earner, top 3% earner in Kazakhstan, and that the average salary is 7 to 600 US dollars, and the family spends around 50%. So the average family spends from 400 to 800 US dollars on food, if there are 2 earners or only 1 earner. And what's interesting, that every time I come to the foreign countries, for example, last year was in Italy, and this year was in the UK. And when I come to these countries, I'm very interested on the condition of life, and how affordable life is. And I like the easiest way to get some idea about living in some particular country is to go to the local supermarket. And I usually photograph the price tags on the veggies, on the meat products, on the pasta, like spices, eggs, and like milk and stuff like this, tea, bakery, so I can compare what the picture of what is the price for the regular basket in Italy and Kazakhstan, for example, UK or Germany is. And what I would like to notice and mention, that price levels in Italy is almost the same as they are in Kazakhstan, in Karaganda. And I would say the price tags in the suburbs of Milan is slightly lower than the in average supermarket of Almaty and Astana. And that's made me mad and disappointed and like frustrated. And if we speak about inflation, so that's actually a different story for sure, but just a short preview for the next video. So the inflation, the regular inflation in Kazakhstan on the food, for example, is from 15 to 25% per year in general. So if it is okay, if life is good, we have 2-digit inflation around 10 to 15%. If it's not stable and like we are in some kind of crisis, so the inflation can be up to 50% on some items on the shelf. And but the inflation in general this year is supposed to be, I think, around 13 or 15%. But in general, it means cars, houses, like all these sorts of materials and goods that are measured to get the inflation. But the real inflation that every family faces is much higher. I think you should multiply it by 2 with the official inflation level. So yeah, life in Kazakhstan is not sweet at all. Yeah, according to the numbers. Yeah, there are still some sweet spots that we can talk about later on. But yeah, if you see from the perspective of the income and average spendings, it's very expensive, very, very expensive to live in here. What do you think? Is it still worth it to live in Kazakhstan or to come or to migrate to Kazakhstan? Write me a comment below. Stay tuned. Bye bye. That's it for today. I'm gonna take like short videos in order not to make you bored unless you get used to see my face and hear my voice. Okay. Okay, have a good day. Have a good, sweet weekend. And this weekend I'm going to Balkash and will film you some stuff from there as well. Stay tuned. Bye bye.